I was also going to try to cook up a little bit of iron. What can I slap in here? So much stuff. Yeah, I'm sure you're a designer, but I'm not really interested in anything like that. I mean, gaining followers is interesting, but it's not my primary goal, believe it or not. I stream because I can, and some of my friends pop in, but it's not my primary goal in making videos, so it's cool if it happens, but my main thing is to showcase off what I'm doing. So I'm not just streaming, I'm also recording. Yeah, I had a feeling that that would save that for me. Glow licking, huh? That's why I saved that. So if I see any more glow lichen, I will save it. You're welcome to link to whatever you want, but I am probably not going to actually check it out. But if anyone is watching is interested, they can look at it. But I am probably good. At this stage in what I have going on, I'm not really linking my Discord to anything I'm doing on Twitch. But I do have a YouTube channel. You're more than welcome to find that and leave comments on it and watch my videos as you wish. I have linked that to my Twitch, so that is an option for you if that is something you are interested in. Yeah, this is not the way that it will aesthetically end, but this is just so that it has some consistency and cleaning up what the materials look like. Decide how I want this to end up looking like as time goes on. But we can definitely get rid of some of these more silly stuff like grass in the middle of our base. Dirt. We'll start making that look a little nicer as we go along. And yeah, as time goes on, I'll probably integrate like more materials into the build as we go. Ooh, spicy. I forget if this works the way I think it does. I didn't quite do what I wanted. Do that while you do what I want. You did not do what I wanted. If I did this. There we go. That could look nice. I said I'd make it next time, but I'm gonna finish it up right now. I got onto a roll. I figured out what I wanted to do for this section, at least, I think. So yeah. As you can see, that leads right up into this. If this will work the other way too. Yes, it sure does. That looks really nice. Cool. I like it. is interesting is that I have that set back one more square. So is that how we want it to be? This one right here. That's why. It's because it's actually more open. So maybe this is too open and this needs to go back one. Okay. Do that, it'll fix itself. Nice. Cool. Did you? No. But then can I take that away and it will not revert? Okay. Do I want that? I might not actually want that. Maybe. Huh. Hello. How are you doing? Don't mind me, I'm just fussing with how I want it to look, you know? So I think I might want to actually make this not as wide open as time goes on. Make this more of a room rather than a full like 5x5 down, go down to the 2x2 the 3x3 I have going down this way. So but I figured I went to all this intricate detail for like upwards and downwards, and I should actually make the entrance look a little nicer too. So figured it was time to start deciding how I wanted it to actually look. So we'll start pulling stuff out, seeing how we like it. I'm pretty sure I don't want to use that. I don't have a lot of this left over. I kind of used most of it up, but I could start playing around with it and we'll get more during the day. One thing's for free is I'm probably not going to have dirt as part of the design, so I can get rid of that. Hi, zombie. You can't actually get in my house. It's very tragic. Yeah? You like it out there? Cool. But yeah, I made a little like pathway that they can't get into. They have to jump into it and they ain't smart enough for it. I guess a really clever spider might be able to get in. that's probably cleared out most of what's out here. I always take a peek in case there's a creeper sitting around. I actually haven't had too much trouble with them here, so... Kinda wish these wouldn't grow so low, but I mean... They are trees, they don't listen to me, so... We'll clear out these guys. Maybe some more of them will grow because we made room. We'll pick up the saplings and nonsense when we're done. The usual. Started deciding I needed to do this because I was running out of wood to actually make designs with, as I burned too much of it for charcoal. Hello. Welcome to my crafting mind stream. Mostly it's been a base building stream, but we're starting to dig down into the mines. Yeah, we can get a couple of these going too. I really like this one so far for pillars. It looks nice inside. I think oak looks good like horizontally, but I don't really like it as much for pillars. But I'm sure there's other types of wood I haven't found yet that I'll like just as much. Any more hiding in the top? Just don't want to climb up again if I don't need to. Cool. And like usual, we always replant. Let's see. This place is largely cleaning up. Cool. All this nonsense. It's going pretty good. Starting to figure out how I want my base to look. This is my low budget zombie proof entrance. And creeper proof, I guess. Started working on a tunnel down. Got that going. Got a tiny little farm. Gonna make a storage room. Have a bed to keep me safe from phantoms. Spooked the hell out of me a couple nights ago, but I dealt with it. First time picking up the game in about like 10 years, so checking out new mechanics. I don't know that much of what's new, but that's intentional. So it's going to be a bit of an integration of what I like to do and what else is in the world. But yeah, should have a little bit to play with. I mean, I'm going to run outside again and pick up the rest of the saplings. I'm just waiting for them to all figure themselves out. Three and 3, that's fine. You can be bricks. Up into that point. And something similar is going to happen here. So this is probably going to be a wall, but this can be this. Well, no, it has to be one more over. So this can be it. Forgot it likes to do that. Okay. So we'll just do the rest when we go up top. There we go. I had a feeling we were going to run low. That's fine. There is no amount of stone that is enough for me to cook, so I'm gonna keep that process going. I use stone bricks a lot in going up and down. I think it looks nice for flooring. Maybe a little less nice for walls, but I mean, flooring it looks nice. There must have been hidden blocks. Of course there was. Okay. I actually haven't really experimented with going to like an OP world, but I've played this game a lot of different ways, so like it's hard going back to it after doing modded, but that's not what I'm doing, so I'm experimenting with what's new on a vanilla world, and then eventually I'll probably get into like doing some modded shenanigans. One thing I've always really enjoyed was various variations on the skyblock idea. Like I played a really cool one that had lava as the basis, and you had to like use your blood as a catalyst. But like there's been so much added in like the last 10 years that I kind of want to see what is new in the game before I dilute it with a bunch of mods, because like I don't know what's new in vanilla, let alone I wouldn't be able to distinguish it from what the mod adds. I've played a couple versions of Sky Factory. I don't mind it. It's a good experience. Did I get more saplings? Okay, there's a couple. Yeah, almost all of my wood goes into charcoal at this point, but yeah, I only had one more log from that, but we'll continue it as we get more. Like, there should be more growing anytime tomorrow. So what else did we want in this? I don't know how much of this I want to use, but we can get like a stack of it. I don't really have to worry about them if they're outside. They can't really get in. They can look at me. They're probably sitting outside. Why did those go in there? Okay. I think it tried to path its way up to find me. I'll come out and play. Hey, you got that plane on the side of the mountain? That's cute. Yeah, see, that actually leads in and doesn't look too bad. I'll wait till day to actually fix up the outside a little bit. So on that note, this was probably going to be a similar aesthetic, so I can consider that. So with that being the case, this part I know what it's going to be. Yeah, you tried to get me. Oh, I don't really know anything about shelves, but I mean, I did see some new machine, like equipment, such as like a stone cutting machine in a village, but yeah, I don't know like what function it serves, but I'll start experimenting with that after I like how my base is and all. But yeah, we'll see how it goes. Oh yeah, I don't mind it too much if my internet resets itself. I'll be right back. But yeah, you'll know when I'm done streaming. It'll be more obvious. Oh, hi there. You are playing on top of my house. That's cute. So this is probably going to be like the stairs version of this, just to make it more gradient, maybe. But like I said, I'm not going to change the roof until I can go out there and actually fix it up above. But this entryway can have a little bit of grass. I don't mind that too much. Yeah, I'm not sure about that either. Like, I originally got into it because I was at my nephew's house and he really wanted to play Minecraft with me, and I was realizing that I actually didn't know anything new that had been added to it in about 10 years. So I decided I'd go on an exploratory mission of my own and figure out what's going on. You can be dirt still. Alright. I'd say they never fixed the Enderman doing that, huh? Yeah, so first of all, let's go in there and see what we want to do with the roof, and now that it's daytime, it's not so dangerous. And then we'll go up top and make it look more natural. That seems like the better way to do this, so yeah. I think this one looks a little close, so I won't worry about that yet. That looks about the right distance up. That right there. Okay, so we're gonna need some stairs. We're gonna need scaffolding. Okay, well that'll give me a framework to work with. Okay, so that looks fine. That. Cool. So I think that looks fine. Maybe that one doesn't need to be that. Maybe that can just be a block. I liked how that looked before, but this is probably better. How about you? Actually, I think we're gonna want to go up there and fix that. Oh, I didn't mean to put that one there. One higher. Is that too high? No, that's actually correct. Okay. But if it's going to be like that, maybe it should be load bearing, which should be done differently. Okay, so now we can go up there and actually start fixing it from the top down now that I know where the boundaries are. Ah, thought I had it. Hello. Well, I'm sorry your headphones are not working, but I'm not going to stop and chat constantly. Unless I can actually open up on my phone, I might do that for you. I guess that's an option. Cool. Well, I'm doing pretty good. I think this is not going to be super enjoyable without you being able to hear me. You lost your house. What happened? No, I'm not especially interested in that. You can. I do my own art for games if I have art, so you can sort that out as you wish. That sucks. Did you at least write down your coordinates in case you were far away? Because that's what I would recommend doing, is make sure you know where you were at least. It's like if you go to like F3, you can get your coordinates. So if you have a base, you can just write them down and get back to it. If you get lost, I mean, you might not be able to save like your stuff, but you can get back to your base. But that largely depends on if you have any idea on where it is, and you haven't lost your world. You can still find it again. You can actually make it like a mission. You can make like another base. Yeah, you could make another base and go find it as like a quest, you know? Like you could turn it into a game. You don't have to get that frustrated by it. I've definitely lost a few bases though. I understand it. You learn ways to mitigate it. Yeah, most of my experience comes from playing adventure maps, like the super hostile maps. That's what I used to play back in the day. It was just a lot of spawners everywhere, and you get supplies, and you have to build bases and creep into overly hostile areas. Creepers raining from the ceiling, the usual. So I'm not actually used to it being this peaceful, but you start learning how to make builds like this that are just low cost that they can't get into. He'll be fine. Like if you're not close enough to the chunk, nothing happens in it. It doesn't load the chunk. So you don't have to actually worry about them starving. I guess I'm gonna have to actually go up there to do it. I was hoping I'd get away with it. Alright. There we go. So this is going to be the corners, and this is going to be a pillar of that, then... Oh. I'll stop doing that someday. For control of my design, at least. I can at least get the beginning of it. I don't have enough logs to actually finish the design, but I can get it like formulated for design purposes from... Oh. Okay, I'm one in from it. That's fine. Is that how I wanted? Oh yeah, I saw that. It was actually in the recipe, like, doohickey thing that I wish it actually was smarter than it was, but I do not like how this book is set up. But it's better than it used to be. But I was hoping, like, say I put this in here, it would actually list all the things that used it in it, but it's not a smart setup, unfortunately. But it's more useful than I originally surmised, so it has some functionality. I don't know how much I'll use it. How about this? How do I want this to go? I was deciding that. So yeah, I definitely made the glass bigger than I needed to be, so I need to decide how I want that to go. I will start out by making it like this. And it feels a little sad to break all this glass, but I changed my vision of how I want it to be. And I know eventually you can just get like Silk Touch and do this, but I'm not gonna deal with that. We can go out and find more sand. I'm sure there's a desert with plenty of it somewhere. Yeah, that is coming along. The hardest part was figuring out how I wanted it to look, but I mean, now that we're in here, it's not so difficult to see in the end. Get out of my face. The one thing I don't like is when my nephew wants to play on like the Switch when I'm over at his place, and I really hate the controller like schemes for this game. Like, it just doesn't feel natural at all. So it's not been the most enjoyable experience for me to do that. But it's what he likes, so. Okay, so one of the things that I was going to do is, while I wanted it like this for this, as I'm actually going to still make it somewhat naturalized, so. Like, this was already like this. I didn't carve this out. This was already like this, which is why I picked this spot, because I was like, hey, this is a little nook on this wall. I could totally just build a base right here. But yeah, like, while I will keep some of it uncovered, I'm still gonna make it look a little bit more natural. Probably more natural than it started out looking, to be honest. So we'll let that grow out a little and get the grass back on it. Then we'll add another round to it. Actually, we could just do it on the top of each of these and that'll probably look better. Oh, cool. I hope you and Joseph get along well. Oh, you are being clever, aren't you? Alright, we can play this game. The game is called I Go Inside and You Stay Out Here and You Can't Get to Me. I never say I play your game, I'm just playing a game. Yeah, I'd pretty much done what I could do out there anyway. I think it's looking a little nice. you, you gotta train them up. Horses don't start out knowing how to jump. You have to teach them. Ah, right, you can't do that. Okay. Well, that's unfortunate. Alright. We're getting closer to the point where we actually need to move our chest to somewhere better. But for now, we will reorganize this a bit. So let's put some of our knickknacks away and make some room. Because we'll do the beautification in a few minutes. But I gotta make a spot to start putting chests down here. So is this ground? 1, 2, 3. That's the problem, is I didn't fully count. This is 1, 2, 3, and the 4. 4, 3, 2, 1. So this might be where I want to go. Okay. So I don't need to go too wild with the storage room at first. I can just make it big enough to put a couple chests and get it out of that corner. And this can be more than just a storage room. It could also have our crafting bench for now and our furnace. We can move that stuff and actually make that side look nice. We've got 2 rooms, and then we've got yeah, so that we can make this a little different of a size. So if this is going to be 5 by 5 in the middle, how about we make the room be 9 by 9? That makes us have a nice little path around it if we want it. So yeah. Make a boat, or make 2 boats. I think you can attach a boat to a tether, right? You can drag them. You can bring them with you. Make it work. You don't have to leave Joseph behind. That's a choice you're making. Yeah, the only one that says you have to leave him behind is yourself. You could totally find a way to rig him over. Maybe you should carry him instead of riding him. Maybe that's faster. So here we are at 7 by 7. We wanted to go 1 more out. What do you mean he's too far out? Did you go far enough that he despawned? Well, this will let us, So what, did you lose him? Did you not keep track of which way he was? Well, one thing's for sure, I'm gonna need more wood where I'm going, so might as well chop down a little bit that spawned. Well, it auto-saves. You don't have to worry too much about it. Shouldn't have lost more than, what, a minute? You should be good if you just load it. Okay, let's replant some of these. Cool. Did I put all my dirt away? Unfortunately, I did. Okay. Guess that won't be what I do next. But hey, a couple more of these spawned with the free room. Cool. Yeah, like, I mean, I guess that's kind of lucky. Maybe the game knew what was up before you did. Oh. This tree. Yeah, this is at least not a game you need to worry too much about losing your progress in. I see. They decided to make one of the funky big trees. You're gonna really make me go in and get my stack of dirt anyway, huh? Alright, we're doing it. I actually don't know that one off the top of my head. You could probably look it up under options and controls, though. All these funky trees and it wants to get dark. The game knows how to be rude sometimes. Pretty good. I don't trust this to not have more hidden blocks. No? Okay. Good. And you are another weird tree. You're gonna make me go up. It got like way too quiet in my game. I almost don't trust it. Hi, zombies. You can come this way. It's fine. I was just about to head in anyway. So what do I want to do with this? I can make half a stack of coal. That's not a terrible idea. Ah, hell, do another half a stack. I don't need that many of the oak woods. Yep, I have certainly made a lot of stone bricks, but do not mind me. I will totally be using them. Yeah, I think that's the trick setting that it mentions. Like you can actually turn that off, but if you like it, I wish they'd keep it as an option always. All right, let's clear out the rest of this. Yeah, I just don't know if it's gonna go away like soon because the season's coming to an end. Yeah, I never really understand the idea of taking away features once they get like implemented. Like it should just be an option, you're right, but I mean, you never know what they decide to do. Okay, we have more dirt than we probably need to hold on to currently, so we can put that away. We're probably not going to do anything with birch for a hot minute, so I can put these away. Yeah, we're gonna move these chests, that's why I'm emptying it out in a reasonable way. You're gonna move 2. Cool. That actually gives us more chests to put things in again. Cool. I think you can still double stack them and they work fine, right? Yep. Cool. You never know what they'll change on you, but I'm glad that did not be one of them. Yeah, I mean, this place is currently like open concept, but there'll probably be like some rooms where I put doors on. Just not in this entryway area, but this could have a door. But the problem with that is I like to have my stairways be more open than this, so I'll have to decide if I want that or not. I might not want it for stairways, I might keep this just open. Alright, now for the whole flood of nonsense that this is going to give me when I open it. Okay. That sounds pretty funny. And finally, you can come with me too. always nice to hear them slowly killing themselves on the wall. Kinda sucks to be made of bones, huh? That's right, I was gonna move my crafting table. Where did I want you? No, for now, you can chill out here. Cool. Well, this is probably enough dirt to clean up a little bit. Did you leave me any bones at least? Maybe I can get some string. Come on, give me your string. You can get a bob off on me, but I'll get you more. Okay. Hi there. You wanna come out here and play in the water? I'll play with you in the water. I don't want you to blow up anything. Yeah, you don't want to come? Okay. I just didn't want you to blow up anything. Okay, I'll take your bones. That's fine. Look at that. It grew up nicely overnight. Cool. That is still pretty funny. How do you think? Look reasonably like a naturalish setup still? I was trying not to make it too obviously worked. And from here you can kind of see how it's coming together as an actual entryway. And now that I've cleared out those, I can actually dig this out and make these pillars for real. So then I can start deciding how I want this side to be. So the corners will probably be these pillars. Like, I'll just make them be kind of structural pillars. Why does that seem like it's lower than that? Is that because it is lower than that? We're still off by one. We are definitely still off by one. Are we off by one? I know why we're off by one. It's because I'm actually probably not going to keep this right here. It's because we actually are off by one. Alright. Okay. So then we come to the classic old problem of how high do we want the ceiling to be, which is it usually ends up being 3. I should just assume it's going to be 3. But, you know, which means we actually need to go up one more probably. We'll see. Then how do we want this to look? Well, the one thing I know is I still don't have enough wood. I never have enough wood. Alright, you have a good night. It was fun hanging out. I'll be streaming like semi-frequently, like every day or so. If not this, I'll be doing something else. But most of my streams end up pretty chill regardless, no matter what I'm playing. Currently. I wouldn't say that'll always be the case, but... it is what I tend to like to do this time of day. Oh, you are really tall. They really wanted me to climb up here, huh? Oh, you would not be done, would you? Alright. We're going back up over this side, though. These trees sometimes, they fake you out pretty good. You think you got all the pieces, and you just don't. Every time you cut away more tree, there's just more tree inside. I get you this time? You done treeing? Okay. I'm not convinced it's done treeing. Like, it's never done treeing. Like, you're not done treeing either. You still got pieces on you. Man. It just feels like it's conspiring against me to make me have to keep climbing up. That thing's not fading away. There's something going on up there still. Dang it. Where is it? There it is. We do it. Are you done? Are you done treeing? Can I... You are not done treeing. Spent the whole day cutting trees because they want to grow to be 1 million feet tall. I guess it's a quality problem, but who else is going to clean it up if it's not me? I think it's probably a good night to sleep because this is probably when the phantoms are going to start showing up. It's been a few days. I just didn't trust it. Don't need this little patch to be like that. Are you not done either? Yeah, I knew there was entirely too many leaves to be done. How about now? Are we done now? Think so. I'll let it clear whatever it's gonna clear and then come back to it. Sheesh. Definitely don't trust it. See, even though these grow pretty tall and I might have to theoretically climb, they don't hide nearly as many of the logs, so I don't find it nearly as annoying when they're tall. But oak trees have always been a nightmare when they grow big. It's what they do. They ruin your day. Why do I feel like you still have more tree up in you? You do, don't you? You totally do. I thought I poked around pretty good, but this is not fading nearly fast enough. Something's going on up here. Where are you at? I knew it. How about now? You good? You got this? You a tree? Sheesh. Finally. miss something in the middle? You're not really going. Maybe. Yeah, there was one. Still not as annoying as the oak trees. You probably have something. Yeah, I see it. Okay. Still not as annoying as the oak trees. You good? You coming down? Looks like it. Okay. Can head back in. Continue this out. So this room is largely getting sorted out. We were sorting out how we wanted these stairwells to look. So we can continue that process out now that we have a little bit more wood. So I guess we should consider how we want that to look. So we are actually going to need more stairs because I like making a slower gradient on it. Though maybe stairs aren't the way. Maybe we want half stairs. Like just the slabs, I mean. Because it is a slower gradient, like... Am I going crazy? What do I got? This? Okay. New recipes for half slabs, huh? Okay. If you say so. Okay, so we have this. We can brick that up. It's at least sturdier. Is that too tall? Do we want that down one? No, that's probably fine. We'll keep that aesthetic. And don't worry, we'll infill the walls too. I'm just getting a sense for what I want this part of it to look like. Okay. Let's get up there. So this is going to be a half slab, so that needs to be another one of these. I see. That's going to be true on both sides. So yeah. So that's going to be the half slabs there. So we'll have this nice gradient going down as we go through. Yeah, you would do that, wouldn't you? Alright. Well, we'll want more torches, so we'll just get them now. Free up a couple inventory slots. Clear out this. Clear out this. So we were going to move them anyway, so we're getting it all done at once. So that is that. Cool. So now as we go down, this leads down into our little grow chamber. We'll expand it probably next time. We are going to do the same thing on this. And it will lead down into our little we can consider how we want this to sit. But for now, I'll stack them in this corner the opposite. And you can have half in this one, half in this one. And I guess we were holding some stuff we didn't quite need to, so that's something we can clean up. The heck was that sound? Are you a zombie villager? Oh, you're marauders, I think. Or are you a trader? Is there something like a trader? That's the closest a zombie's gotten to getting into my base. Are you aggressive or are you fine? You're a traitor. Where are you at? Are you just invisible? Oh, you're invisible. That's interesting. Yeah, I don't have either of these things. I can't help you, sir. I'm so sorry. That's cute, though. Nice to see that happen. I thought I was being attacked, but I guess it was more benevolent than I thought. On that note, we can actually do this as well. Why did you do that? I swear it clicked on the ground, not the wall, but sure. if the aesthetic... How is a sound? Yeah, I don't really trust their sounds, unfortunately, so it throws me off a little bit. Well, I'm gonna keep feeling weird about this till I finish it, so I probably should just keep going. There's that. You, and you. Cool. What's cool is that this actually carries all the way from the bottom to the top, so it does come out more structural than even I had originally intended. So yeah, then we figure out how high we want the ceiling to be, and that will help us know, like, where it will end. So that means that it's going to be at least that tall, so we can fill in anything that's higher than that. We're going to want half slabs. Okay. There. Are you more visible now? I'm just curious. No, you're definitely making weird sounds. No, I didn't mean to do that. But yeah, so we got to do the same thing on the other side. You know we're gonna want it to be at least that high, so just fill it in. What's interesting is because of how deep this is, we can have most of this a different aesthetic. We get to consider what we want the center of this to look like. Now, I actually don't think that stone looks too bad for like the wall of this, but do we want there to be trim for this room in particular? Maybe a little different? I wish we had a darker wood for that, though. One thing is that... Actually, that actually gives me an idea. What if we just do that all the way around? surprised me a little, but not too much. So, yeah, we could just keep up an aesthetic with this. Now, this doesn't actually look too bad inlaid, now that I consider it. So yeah, let's go make some more half slabs and continue that path. And not every room's gonna have the same aesthetic. We're just going with this for here. Pretty nice. I like it. Let's sort this out though. This doesn't need to be like this. That good, or should I go out one more? Maybe one more. Well, almost got through without any misclicks. So we got this side taken care of. Let's do the other side. Man, your llama sounds are way too wacky. So I don't actually know if we want to do anything with these corners yet, so... That's what I've been waiting on for that. Did you fall? Is that what I heard? Did you fall to your death? No, you just hurt. Okay. That's unfortunate. There we go. Oh, you do exist. You were just glitched. Cool. So aesthetically, do we want the room boundaries to be kind of similar? And what do we want to do further in? We're almost certainly going to change the trim of the room anyway, so I'm going to dig this out a little bit more and then decide. Things might change if I find more types of wood too, but we're going to settle with this for now just to get a baseline. Now, which shape do I want this room to be? Have a nice well, the room below kind of dictates part of the shape, so let's stick with that. But then we can like recess in a little like sleeping nook. So let's go all the way to that point. So that part of the room is largely dictated by the one below it, but after that we'll have some more options. I wonder if we can do something. Do I have them on me? I do have them on me. I can experiment now. Let's do sideways stairs work. Is this guy just gonna keep falling against the wall until he... Why can I not have these be the way I want them to be? I want you to be corner blocks, and you just aren't. Yeah, I don't think it's gonna give me any information on if it'll do what I want it to. So I'm gonna have to just experiment and see if I can get into something I like. I was hoping it would let me place the stairs sideways, but it didn't really look like it was doing that. So yeah, I'm gonna make a few more of those just to give me something to play with. Maybe that's what I'll do. I'll make a little acacia nook. Looks a little fancy. Leading into this little like bed corner. And eventually I'll make a second bed so it's a double bed, but for now I think that is my plan. Yeah, we can sort out this. So yeah, it was just like that on this side. 3 and 4. So 4 by 4. I need that. Okay, acacia's done. Cool. Probably take me a while to stop doing that. Orientation's a little weird on these blocks. That. And you three are gonna be more of that. Which means you're gonna be more half slabs, and you're going to be full blocks. Cool. Which means you need to be broken, and you need to be busted. Cool. Cool. And you're gonna be a half block, and you're gonna be a half block. And which means you need to actually be busted as well. And we're gonna go up one on each of those. You're gonna be half block. Cool. Good. Sorted. Now we can actually do it. And that puts us a little low on wood, but we have a solution for that. We just go murder more trees. As per usual. So looking at this now, I might decide to make that a pillar too. I think that might look nice with it. Yeah, I think it looks pretty nice. You gonna live outside my house forever? Kinda wish you'd actually sort out where you want to be. Everything's pretty well lit. We are business so far. Looking good, looking good. I'm liking what I'm seeing. Then I finish downstairs. Not yet. This way though. Not entirely, but I like the ceiling. I'm not sure what I'm doing with this particular floor of this room yet, so I haven't really decided to work the walls, but we'll decide that as we go along. Yeah, but we could probably put sconces on this. Maybe forego this wall one right here. But yeah, I think that's fine. It was mostly just oak I was low on, so I don't need to worry about murdering every tree out here this time, but I do like largely how it's turned out. And I'm here, I'll just get them. And if I have too much, I'll just burn it for charcoal, like usual. So it's not like it's a real problem. Okay, I thought it looked like it might be bigger than it was. It's fine. Well, you're taller than I thought you were. Those two I don't need to deal with. I don't need nearly as much of that as I did at oak, so. So part of what I know I'm going to do in that other room is actually involves sand, so. Let's go get a little bit more sand. As loath as I am to do it, I'll just move down farther and get some of the... Oh, interesting. So I only need 16 pieces. Will you still give me a piece? You will. Okay. That was the test. Don't actually want you though. Can I just set you back down? Oh, that's cute, but not something I want, so. Hi, squid. Why is it so uneven? I guess this is where the shovel would actually come in handy because this is slower. Oh, I thought it was closer than it was. I thought it was one block and it's actually just 4 really deep blocks. Okay, that's enough sand anyway. That's all we wanted for now. Did you just spawn? Nope, you're still just digging around my place, huh? I guess if you wait long enough, maybe I'll try to kill you myself. You didn't want to despawn, huh? I see why. Nice try. Yeah, doesn't hurt to make some more charcoal. That's all mostly through. We'll keep it flowing in case we get busy and forget about it later. think things have come across quite nicely. I'm gonna probably leave it off here. I hope everybody has a lovely day. You take care.